Well, I'm going to call this a possible Putin hit. That not he's being hit on, hit the other guys are being hit. This is actually snowplow or whatever, snow removal equipment in the Russian airport. And what just happened was the CEO of one of the major oil conglomerates in the world, one of the six major oil conglomerates in the world, coming from France, his plane got hit by a snowplow, and the whole plane just blew up, total wreck, and he's deader than a doornail, man. There's nothing left of that plane. His name was Christophe de Margerie of Total, CEO. Now, knowing Putin, if you look back at all this stuff that went on, there's a lot of stories that are left off the internet. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is the guy that was killed. This is the French CEO of Total. Let me just get into this real briefly of what Total is. Like, this is right from Wikipedia, so you're getting the standard here. It's a French multinational integrated oil and gas company and one of the six super major oil companies in the world. Now, I say this is suspicious, but I also see where the angle might be that this guy was just taken out deliberately. The interesting thing, too, they said the snowplow driver in, what do you call it, Russia, was drunk. But the thing is, the attorneys for the snowplow driver in Russia that hit the plane that killed that CEO says he never, ever, ever drinks because he has heart medication, and it would be like he'd be dead if he drank. So something's really weird going on here. So, knowing Putin, man, that's just what I could figure is going on with this deal. But what's going on? What's going on? Why would Putin take this guy out? It's all speculation. I don't know. I mean, what am I going to do? Go ask Vlad, hey, Vlad, did you kill this guy? He'd fucking get pissed off, and I'd be like, if he even answered me, if he did answer me, he'd say no. He'd tell me, like, through the Kremlin, But what's going on is, just recently, France has been tapping into a lot more Libyan oil. And I'm going to tell you this. All you YouTube, I don't want to knock this crap, but I knew this from day one when they took out Gaddafi. Gaddafi made remarks in Italy about the women when he went over to Italy. To Gaddafi, remember Gaddafi? Colonel Gaddafi, with all the women he always says, they should be Muslims. He said that to some of the nice Italian-looking women, the pretty Italian women that were over there he saw when he's visiting Italy, and they balked at that. They didn't like that deal. Now, I always knew this deal. I knew the big number one company that went in there. Everybody's going, oh, Alex Jones will tell you it's the Illuminati. The Illuminati's in Italy, baby. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's where the oil, and that's right. It's kind of funny. It's on this graph, but that's really the big benefactors of it. It's not the USA. It's Italy. It was in Italy. Club of Rome is called the Club of Rome for a reason. So while you freaking people go worry about the Rothschilds, that's ancient history, baby. So anyway, what's going on today is, and it was actually even on Russia Today, that they wanted to get the Kremlin's voice, Putin's voice. They're getting all bent out of shape that this multinational conglomerate Total in France was starting to really go into high gear on getting the Libyan oil and Tunisia and all that other garbage. So anyway, but also got to remind you, remember what happened to Boris Berezovsky last year, 2013? He was highly critical of Putin for like years, man. And all of a sudden he like hung himself in the bathroom behind a locked door. Yeah, right. But remember when he was in Italy? I forgot how many years ago that was. They tried to take him out, and they blew up his chauffeur, his limousine, and actually his chauffeur was decapitated. You don't mess with Putin, man. So I'm going to tell you, I think there's something going on here because big time, for one reason, Total is getting in more. They're going into high gear production on the Libyan oil. And I got to remind people, without all this Rothschild garbage, Italy's the number one benefactor of taking out Gaddafi. All right. And it doesn't surprise me in the least that Putin, who's getting squeezed big time, would take this guy out. I mean, his his defense minister or his finance minister said you can't freaking go ahead with the military budget you want, and also they can't go ahead with supporting Assad in Syria and also in Iran, the regimes that they're propping up because they're having a hard time in Russia itself due to the low oil prices. And what's happening with that is like they're going to wind up going into deficit spending. You know, I'm going to tell you one thing about this guy Putin. This is where the West is going to screw up. He ain't going to go. He's going to be like they're trying to like get him in line, and he's New World Order. I'm telling you, he is New World Order. But they're trying to get him in line. You know what's going to happen? He's not going to do it. And it's not because he's anti-New World Order. He's his own crook in his own way. What he's going to do is he's going to hit the nuclear button. But I'm going to actually present some other stuff in other videos because you're being led against tearing up your own system, which your own system is the kind of thing that could stop tyranny. And just leading you around by the nose like the Pied Piper to the max. I already know what they're doing. Bomb is in on it too. Piece of turd garbage, man. These guys are garbage all the way. But anyway, just want to put it to you this way. I think this guy was hit by Putin. Sayonara, they were pissed off. Russia Today, the voice of Putin was saying, oh, we don't like it when France and Total's going in there. They're freaking really getting all the oil out of Libya. They don't like it. I don't know. Maybe they're going to go after the Pope next because probably the Pope is getting all the money from Libya, and maybe that's where it's going in Italy. It's going right to the Vatican, you know. The Pope's probably the big man behind the freaking organization. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just kidding about that. That's why he drives a Renault because, you know, like that little Renault, it's like low profile, man. You drive an old used car. Nobody suspects you, right? Anyway, over and out, and I'm going to give you the angles on things. The others don't, and I always will. So it's probably, I mean, I can't freaking prove this is a hit, you know, but it sure looks like it to me. I mean, God, it's like ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I think it is anyway. You know, I mean, consider the character, man. Oh boy, Putin, man. In a way, I like this guy, but he ain't doing me no favors, so what the hell, right?